So once in a while, you're going to be asked to back into a dock where you're not going to be able to get your truck and trailer straight when you back in. So, but your goal is just to get your trailer in this spot, and that's it. All right. It doesn't really matter what kind of angle your truck is at, because a lot of times they ask you to disconnect anyway, and then you can park alongside it. And then you got to figure out how to connect back up to it. But anywho, so now depending where your axles are, all right. If your axles are all the way back, all right, the closer to the wall you can be. Now let's just say we're in a nice environment and there's no trucks around. All right, because if there's any trucks around, this isn't happening. Okay, so I'm just going to drive in a straight line. All right. Now the distance does matter with the axles. This around here is fine. Sorry, when I say here, the distance between the wall and the dock and the side of the trailer. We're just going to drive just basically parallel to the building. We're going to stop roughly around here. I think that'll do. So we're going to crank it all the way to the right. Okay. Now my goal is to get my truck and trailer at 90 degrees. All right. And if it's happening a bit too slow, which it's happening a bit too fast, I think, because basically I want to get this X in the center. I don't care about the back of my truck right now. I just wondering what I want to get I want to get this X, which is the center of these axles. Here, let me zoom. Sorry. Ugh. Zoom over here. Right. I want this in the center of the space, and I want my truck and trailer at a 90-degree angle. So let's back it in. So I'm gonna hold on a second, maybe a bit too early, and roughly around here. All right. So now my goal is just to keep this at 90, and just basically have this pivot. All right. So I roughly got to have the axles around here. But if I see that, I see if this point over here is getting too close, then I'm going to open it up a little bit, meaning I'm going to turn to the right. All right, so it's looking good. Now I need to get to the dock, so I'm going to start chasing it around here. Let's see if we can get away with this. Yeah, all right. It's getting a little closer. And now I'm going to do a hard jackknife again. And I think I can get there, and I think they'll be able to unload me just fine. Boom. All right. It's a tough situation, but the thing that you got to take into consideration really is you got to be looking at this point here. All right. Now let's try it with our axles all the way forward. So this time we're gonna be a little further away from the wall because we got to take into account this the swing. Okay. This is a lot harder to judge when your axles are all the way forward. Sorry, all the way back. It's just much easier because the swing is just so great because we're going to be at like 90 degrees and it's going to be coming in this way. Anywho, let's go ahead and just do a simple. We're going to do a 90. All right. I find this a little bit more accurate. All right, and okay, we're gonna go roughly around here. Let's go ahead and just start the jackknife and see what happens. This might take me a couple of goes. Actually, I haven't done it yet. All right, so again, we're looking for the center of the axles to get into this space. So the back of the trailer is definitely going to go beyond. So I'm getting a little too close. There we go. All right, now I'm going to start my jackknife hard. Now, of course, I'm watching here, and I'm watching the swing. All right, let's see what the swing's gonna do. Yeah, so I'm hitting it. So so I started off too close to the wall. So let's go another like maybe 2 feet away from the wall. All right, so again, we're gonna just drive straight, and obviously driving past the space. And let's go roughly around here. Let's go ahead and go crank it nice and hard. All right, and get that jackknife going. Let's zoom in a little bit more. All right. I don't want to get too close to it. So let's say you get to this point, right? So you get to this point right here. You can kind of see that your axles are pretty much in the center. What you can do is kind of go forward, just go a little bit, then go back. You're basically keeping everything here, but you're changing the angle of the truck and trailer. So let's go forward again, and back, and there we go. So I do believe that will be fine. A little bit too much. Okay. Now this is actually, in real life, it is scary because you're basically watching the back of the truck now, and you're watching it come in this way. All right, hold on. Let's get that a better angle. Yeah, so this is probably going to work out. I'm going to start chasing it roughly around now because I got to get the back of my truck to actually touch the dock. It's so annoying when you do get docks like this. It's just that it's so difficult. Now, I'm too far away. I'm a foot away. Because if I keep going, well, they might be able to get a dock plate in around here. So, and a lot of times they'll be happy with that. But let's just see if we can fix it. So I got to go to the right. Uh, yeah. Okay, there we go. Boom. I'm in. So it's very difficult. That's just my suggestion how to do that. Of course, the other way is not doing a 90 and kind of coming off over here. Now, when you are stopped, let's go ahead and just stop in a nice straight line. And roughly around there. Of course, I'm at the edge of the map. But whatever. All right, never be pointing towards the dock. Never, ever, ever, because it's not going to work. So let's see if I can maneuver it. All right, let's get that nice and straight. So I can't start jackknifing till, I don't know, roughly around here. Okay. And yes, let's try that and see what happens. I think it'll do. I prefer the other way though, where it's like a 90, but you can manage it. I think we're in. I think they can get the dock plate in there, and you can just disconnect. Yes, if you want to like, you can even straighten it up because we do have a couple of feet. Um, this can be one of the hardest docks out there, by the way. It's just there's a lot of trial and error, and it is a lot easier for me to do from up here, than inside the truck. But I have pulled off some miracles a few times. But anyway, cool. Later.